Hi. Most of you are probably like all of us at Impact. In fact, all of the whole world. Everybody's glad to see 2020 in the rearview mirror. One of my guys at Impact calls it a dramatic intrusion. At Impact, it's halted all of our air travel. It stopped all of the construction of our water projects. It prevented all of the follow up in the villages. And it shut down all of our Bible conferences and our gospel planning. Then, on top of that, on September the 17th, Arnaldo, our engineer and leader for Honduras, was diagnosed with fourth-stage stomach cancer, and less than 6 weeks later, on November the 3rd, at 68 years old, he passed away. Wow, what a year for us. On one hand, we're glad to see 2020 go. But on the other hand, God has done some amazing things in a powerful way that's just really made us know that He's in charge of all this. It was time to pray, time to do a lot of deep introspection and ask some hard questions that would make us evaluate basically everything that we're doing. He wanted us to make some significant changes so we could connect in a greater way with the hearts of these villagers. Not only for the 1 week while we do the project, but now we're going to be able to send our guys in there for 2 months ahead of time as they prepare the whole village for us to come. We believe the outcome will be a greater impact on the hearts of the guys in the village with the gospel. I think it's safe to say that as an organization, we're more encouraged about the things that He's done this year than just about any time that we've been doing Impact for the last 12 years. You know, when God wants to do a work, He calls a man. Well, the Lord has been preparing Gustavo. He's been building water projects for the last 5 years for another organization, but he's also been a trusted, valuable member of our team for the last 12 years. He's a great organizer, greatly responsible, so he's going to be able to step right into Arnaldo's place. Also, our team has been praying fervently for someone to lead the work who's an insider, one of the villagers that could really lead this work. Well, God has really placed on our hearts Rody and his wife Angelica. He had a powerful conversion about 4 or 5 years ago. Since that time, he's led people to Christ. He's done Bible studies with families and friends, but he's been employed elsewhere. Our team prayed. We didn't mention it to Rody at all, but 2 months ago, his wife awakened in the middle of the night, and God had just really spoke to her. She woke up Rody. They've been praying about it and came to us on their own and said that they really wanted to be a part of Impact, that they could lead the work. So now they're valuable, trusted members of our team, miraculously this past year. At the same time, even more amazing, 5 guys from the villages have really come together to form a team. These are guys that are the fruit of our labor. With Rody leading the team, now we're focusing on equipping and training the guys so that in the next several years, we can hand off the work to them. So every 2 weeks, these guys get on motorcycles, they get in a bus, they all come to Dan Lee. This is the amazing thing. We Zoom in when they get to a hotel, do a Zoom session, and Doug equips and trains these 5 guys so that they can not only help us, but again, the goal is for one day, 4 or 5 years from now, that they can begin to assume the work because it's building life-changing relationships in the village. These are the guys that are going to go in and connect with the villagers. They're one of them. They're insiders. So we're extremely encouraged about what's going on. So with Gustavo taking Arnaldo's place, with Rody coming on to lead the team, with the team beginning to form, and we're training and we're equipping them, we're greatly encouraged. Now, this month in January, Gustavo's flying up for our annual retreat where we plan out what's going to happen for 2021. For the first time, COVID will probably be in our rearview mirror. We're hopefully planning that in June we'll do our first water project with all 5 guys plus some Americans that'll go with us. We'll do another project in October, and it may be just with the Hondurans themselves to see what kind of impact these men would have on their own villages. So I just wanted to tell you all the things that God's doing in 2020, and I want to thank you for standing with us in a difficult year. When it seemed like things were standing still, God was behind the scenes, and He's moving all the pieces, and He's putting it all together so that the gospel can be powerful in those forgotten communities. Thank you for all you're doing. Thank you for standing with us, and keep praying for us in the year ahead, because we believe this is going to be an extremely fruitful year because of all that God's done.